following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome back to Getting Loser. We're starting a podcast. You know who it is. It's your boy, Cheetah.
It's your boy, feeling gloom. I'll tell you what happened. My boy's Chop.
It's your boy Yoder. I think we paid homage to the Hawkster.
Why you always gotta be weird about it when you open? Not you, Yoder, him. Anyways, this week we joined by some more guests. Very excited. Been trying to plan this for a while. So, go ahead, fellas.
We're half of Amateur Hockey Club.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, Get In Loser Nation? It's your boy, Matt.
I'm Collin. I play bass in Amateur Hockey Club.
I sing.
Yeah. Hell yeah, he does.
Hell yeah, he does.
That's us.
Yeah, man.
That's us.
Well, thanks for coming by, guys. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man.
Jinx.
Of course. Oh,
You owe me a
shit.
medium Sprite.
Yeah,
I never heard that one before. You owe me a
for the
soda.
people who don't know, if for some reason this is your first episode watching us, a while back we went and seen, obviously anybody who watches or knows about Nate and the guys at Losers Club.
Losers Club. Sandstorm.
Yeah, Sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
But a while back we went and seen a concert of them in the Rec Room. Amateur Hockey Club was also playing that night. And, you know, I told Nate, you know what, man, fuck it. I'm going to reach out to the other bands that are here tonight and ask them if they'd want to come on. You know, because that's how, you know, we met Nate, and it turned into, you know, a friendship. So I was like, fuck it. So I remember I reached out to you guys, I think, like earlier that day before that concert that night. And we were going to try and plan something, and then, you know, it just kept, we had to keep pushing it back, and then.
Yeah, I was in my flake era then.
Yeah,
I had just gotten married, and I was working. Yeah, I was working a job with nights and weekends, and it was like I had to be very protective of my time. But now I
That's
have
cool.
tons of it.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I'm happy
I mean-
to spend an hour of it with you guys.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's no biggie, you know. We were just, honestly, I was just happy you guys even agreed to even come on in the first place.
I'm glad we're here now.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to sit down with you guys. I'm excited. Get to know a little more about you guys, you know, the band.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's up with all
I'm
that?
excited for Collin to be on his first podcast.
First podcast.
Yeah.
Don't know why I had assumed he'd done one before, but it'll be good. I'm excited for my bandmates that aren't here to watch this.
I wish you had like a photo of them.
Yeah.
We could, I
In
think we could all
memoriam.
squeeze. We could all
Yeah.
squeeze on
It'd
this.
be-
Yeah, we'll
it'd be
just
cute.
send us a photo and we'll put AI into the video and just have them be sitting
Perfect.
right next to
Just-
us.
Dude, AI is scary now.
generate my-
Holograms.
Generate my buddies. No, Craig loves to say every time we finish an interview or a podcast or anything, he's like, "You really need some media training because I can yap." So
That's fine with
That's
us.
good.
'Cause
I'm
you're not gonna
excited
find
for his
any
notes
shortage
on
over
this
here,
one.
Yeah. I mean, there have been times we'll come here completely plan an episode, then it'll take us about a half an hour before we even start getting into the
To
episode.
get to the point.
Because we
Yep.
just start talking about random shit and then we lose our train of thought.
what
That's why
happened-
it's a good thing we got Rich here, because he usually keeps us on, you know, he'll let us know.
I try, but I'm not always successful.
Sometimes he gets caught up in it with us too, but it happens.
It's the same way with our practices.
Yeah.
We
There's
play for like a third of the time,
a
probably.
lot of derailment. We just,
hey man,
you
it
know,
happens.
when you're adults, you all got things going on in your life. There's always lots to catch up on in
Yeah,
between.
of course. You know?
Big things, little things.
Yeah, but speaking of things to catch up on, before we get into talking with you guys, I know obviously Chop has some very unfortunate news he'd like to share with the Loser Nation.
Hats off.
Man, are we going to call ourselves Loser Nation now?
Yeah,
That's-
man,
that's
I like
kinda
it. We're
catchy.
stealing that.
I mean,
If anybody asks, we told you that before we got on
yeah,
there.
yeah.
We made that up, okay?
You know how there's 3-peat deaths? Well, this week was 4 for me. Guy from Cosby Show,
Theo,
Theo. That's his name. Malcolm something.
Malcolm Jamal.
The Prince of Darkness. The
Ozzy.
wait. The godfather of heavy metal. Without him, do you guys will be as good as you are now?
No, even you didn't get to your last two, but I'll interject. Even people who aren't influenced by Ozzy or Black Sabbath are influenced by bands that were influenced by Ozzy
Yeah.
and Black Sabbath. Absolutely. Course of the last 70 years of music was hugely influenced by
Ozzy's
what
one
they
of the
do.
goats, man.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
But where he's going to hell or heaven or in the middle, the best part wait for is like, I can't wait for this motherfucker to come down. Come on, mother. Yeah, I got you for 3 years. I've been waiting for you. He's like all jacked up now. I was like, hey, what's up, dog? What's up, Ozzy? You want to fight now? Then probably Ozzy gets stronger.
He's
Then,
just been pumping iron, waiting.
like, yeah. Then I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I thought you were a fake bat. Then today, the world lost Hulk Hogan.
Oh no, brother.
At least he's
Oh
not.
no, brother.
I think the best heel turn in wrestling ever. It was Hogan in what year was that? 96. Telling you, Yoda. Was it 96 when
Yeah, only you nerds would know.
he was trying to help a Monster Man, but he turned his back with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall to form NWO that day.
You know who's waiting for him? The Iron Sheik. No jabroni.
And those are the celebrities. And my grandmother passed away yesterday.
R.I.P. Jules. The OG, man. That's my girl forever.
Yeah, real sad days.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Hey, at least
You gotta respect it, though. She went out on her own terms.
she ate lunch. She ate breakfast and she took her nap.
Yep.
Yeah, when I went up there
It's a
yesterday,
boss move.
when I went up there yesterday, I was like, I'm looking down, I was like, is she breathing? I swear I saw that chest move. And I go to touch her hand. It was cold. Then I did the. Like, okay. She's not.
Did
Then
you really just say you did the arm move to your own grandmother?
did
Really?
the head. Then
Special place waiting for you.
I told my uncle if she raises up, I'm moving the hell out of there. I'm running. No, but now she's rejoiced with her husband. That was a great man, great dad. He was
Number
on our
one
apps.
Get in Loser fan right there.
Yeah, it was the first time we were trying to set it up. It was an old man just talking stories.
It was awesome. One of my favorite episodes we've ever done.
It was he never told me about this story, about the High Park story. Like, yeah, I was seeing somebody getting tossed up in the air. It's like, granddad.
Yeah, though, it sucks. It's never easy.
No.
To lose somebody in your family, but she was like what was she 86,
83, man.
83? So I mean, she lived a long life, man. And after you especially with with a love like that, man, like that you and her grandfather had. Once the one goes, it's not much longer after the other. You know what I mean? Same thing happened with my grandparents. My grandfather went, and then about 6 months later, my grandma went.
Yeah, look at Doug Flutie. His parents went hours.
Yeah.
An hour apart.
Mm-hmm.
My grandparents, my grandfather passed when I was like 7th grade, I think. My grandma stuck around for a long time, but she was never really the same. Just like soulmates like that. It's like there's a part of you that's missing.
Yeah. Well, she like we said, she went on her own terms. She wasn't suffering. It's pretty much the best you can hope for if somebody's gonna go.
Have a good breakfast and a good nap.
You guys ever heard of a band called Virusax? They're a
No.
local band. They're like a hard rock band. It was my cousin Sammy's in it. They're from like the late '80s. They did pretty well for themselves, and then they didn't get as far as they want. Nowadays, they probably could have done a lot better with the internet and
Yeah.
and Spotify and all that type of stuff. But anyway, like my aunt and uncle, they died on the same day. Like
Yeah.
literally, one was in the nursing home, one was in a different nursing home, and they died within like an hour of each other.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy.
they didn't even, and then the other one didn't know that the other one passed. Like it was the craziest thing. Like one died, he gets a call from my cousin gets a call from the one nursing home, and he gets off the phone, he calls his brother, and within like a half an hour, he gets another call, or something like that's the way the story goes. Where he was at one of the nursing homes, and then they weren't together. Like, and they somehow knew that the other one. That's just crazy.
No, you
Crazy
get,
as
you-
hell.
you
Like,
get the second call about it, and you're like, no, I
yeah,
I think it was
crazy.
Grandpa.
They just
I just heard about this.
that's like I guess that's a couple who's in love, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Hey, man. I mean, that's
It was the same.
it's what I could hope for to have one day. Yeah.
It was the same with Carrie Fisher and her mom, Debbie Reynolds. Who was her mom?
Debbie
Yoda?
Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
Did you see who
Reynolds.
else passed away today?
Hmm?
Did you see who else passed today?
Yeah, I was telling
Chuck
Chuck Mangione, Rochester's own Chuck Mangione.
Was Chuck Joan on King of the Hill? Was he portrayed in King of the Hill?
Chuck
I don't
Mangione.
remember.
Rochester.
Feels so good. That's the song that everybody kind of remembers for him.
Jeez.
But he's like him and his brother. His brother's a well-known. I forget the brother's first name, but they're very well-known jazz musicians. I saw them play like many years ago. But like, yeah, Rochester's own. Like, but pretty well-known guy back in the day. Especially
crazy,
like
man.
you said, it's like they come in fours and sometimes more than fives. What the hell?
Well, maybe just like a little break for a couple weeks would be cool.
Yeah.
Chop, don't mention any celebrities tonight, please. Okay.
That was
Last time you did that.
Jinx.
Last time you did that, then
we're good.
remember what happened.
last time I talked about Carl Weathers.
Yeah, we talked about Carl Weathers on a pod, and then literally like 3 days later he died. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm surprised Carl Weathers is still alive."
You're the human death note.
Yeah. Dude,
No,
fuck. Don't mention that.
If I had that ability, I don't know if I will. Oh, I don't like
Peter
it.
when he filled in for the Grim Reaper. He would just start killing people. For no
I was
reason.
like, or be that episode of Family Guy. Like I always gotta say, the episode of Family Guy is when Peter had death on his bed. He's like, dude, I bet I could jump off this 20-foot store and not get killed. Bet on. He made so much money.
This is what I just fucking said, dude. Yo, it's a good thing you're here. Dude. I'm about to swing. You're lucky, Yoda. Look, I can't swing my arm because Yoda's in the way. You're lucky.
But speaking of celebrities, you see that meme about the Coldplay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some said the girl who recorded them was getting paid.
The internet's undefeated, dude.
I love a good conspiracy theory.
Me too. I'm a
Let's-
big fan.
Craig will like that.
Craig will like that.
Yeah.
I mean that's more interesting than like, not that the affair isn't interesting, but
Yeah.
some corporate espionage mixed in too.
That's the weird thing. The thing that always like bothers me when shit like that happens is like I get it, affairs are bad. It's not a good thing to do, but like I never understand why like they get fired after. Like shouldn't that, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Because of the face
well, I
of
mean,
the
in
company.
that case, I guess it makes sense.
I would say very specifically a CEO
Yeah.
and an HR person.
Yeah, oh,
There
yeah,
is
that
certainly
probably
some
makes sense,
ethical.
But I mean, like when it's like just
quandaries
two
there.
random people that don't even work together, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they just fired him." Like,
Man,
why though?
they fire Rocky and Betty because they were hooking up in the lunchroom.
Oh.
Who?
I was using random names.
Oh,
Today I was watching my addiction, the reels. They're speaking by conspiracy.
Reels Alls was what Reels Alls? Reels on Facebook? Was my
Tell
favorite.
he's an old guy because he doesn't watch TikTok. He just watches reels instead.
Yeah,
There was a dog groomer. The video came out of this dog groomer abusing the dogs, and so this person leaked the footage of the groomer beating these dogs. So the owner of the groomer, the dog groomer, fired the person that was taking the videos,
What the?
and not the abuser.
Oh my God.
You
No,
could-
that sounded so out of left field that I was like nodding
Right?
along, and I was like, yeah, I could tell where the story is going,
Yeah,
and
me
it went the
too.
wrong way.
Literally.
So now, internet sleuths are finding out the owner's name. So they publicized the owner of this dog, this pet groomer, and the name of the person that was abusing the animals. I forget the name. But it's in North Carolina. So
Sometimes the internet can be used for
I was gonna say I like
real
when the internet
actual
collectively
good.
comes together to do good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like when they collectively come together to like hate each other, then I'm like, all right, come on, get off the internet.
You
But
were
then when they come together to like bring down like an evil CEO, I'm like, yeah, stay on the internet.
one for
forever.
us.
Yes.
You were busting his balls about being on Reels versus TikTok. One thing that I do like about Reels one thing I don't like about TikTok is sometimes you'll linger on one video for 1 second too long, and then you scroll and it's just all stuff that's like that. And it's like, no, that's not the message I was trying to send. Versus like I can still get like things that make me feel good on Reels.
Yeah, I get that.
It's maybe a little less addictive, but I kind of like that better.
With the reels, is in the same common. Like if you're watching like a cute dog video, you go to the next ad.
Yeah,
Hey,
no.
you could keep on cute dog videos.
Yeah.
On TikTok, you go on one reel. It's like, okay, this is kind of cool. It was like the 100 Brits versus 100 Americans. Who was going to win that fight? Us Americans.
Yeah, I like.
Hold on. I was gonna say the one thing I don't like about the reels though, and this sounds odd, I spend way too much money
Spend money on Reels?
on the reels.
I don't even know how.
Subscribing to people?
No, when you watch the reels, after like in between,
Yeah.
an ad comes up
Yeah, they get
for.
you.
So lately, because my phone knows everything. I just got into vinyl records, so I'll be watching a reel, then this vinyl record store comes on. So I'll look at records from the store, and I'll
Actually-
$200 later.
Actually, Yoda like just hey, I'm just gonna check the reels real quick. Then you look at his bank account. Why is your $300 missing?
I had a brutal phone listening to me moment the other day when I was I don't even remember what the word was, but I was asking my wife, what does that word mean? And she explained that it's some kind of makeup product. And I opened YouTube, clicked a thing, and I got an advertisement for that makeup product. I don't wear. That's a terribly targeted ad. I don't wear. This is all natural.
Trying to tell you to buy it for it.
Yeah.
I had a bad moment like this. I had a bad moment like this the other day at work. I told a really the kind of joke you shouldn't be telling at work, but I told it anyways because I didn't give a fuck. And somehow my Siri on my watch picked up the joke, and then repeated the joke out loud off my phone.
Oh my god.
And there was like somebody, like I work in a hotel, so like I'm in the back behind like where we hang out, and then like my watch repeated, and I just look over and there's just a guy at the desk, and he's just like, and I was like, and my boss is like, from now on, just please tell these jokes outside, please. And I'm like, okay, you got it, outside only.
No, but I hate when
That's
Siri,
terrible.
like now there's a company that's had lawsuits against Siri because she's hopping on our. Make sure she's not hopping on. What the hell?
Sorry, I was showing you my Franken finger. I got a Franken finger. My nail
how
broke and it won't
Siri
go
just
back.
hops on your conversation. Like, oh, you want measurement? No, I'm not talking to you, Siri. Like, I'm surprised my Siri's not active right
Yeah, no, you keep saying her name. We
now.
just got our first what's the Google
Google
or no,
Home?
the Amazon
Oh,
Alexa.
Echo?
Alexa, yeah.
We,
Or
well,
Alexa, yeah.
yeah, we
I
just
think
got our
it's
very
Alexa.
first Alexa product in our house.
Oof.
We'd been resisting for a really long time, but we're like, you know what? They know who we are already. It's over. I don't really care for her. I feel like I was doing fine without her.
Yeah, she doesn't really add much to your life.
I love mine. Mine wakes me up.
Are you a fucking robot? I've never met a human being that loves their Alexa.
He bought it through an Instagram ad, too.
Probably.
Ask her to fart.
That's
Yeah, my
That's
wife.
Alexa.
My wife asks Alexa a lot of stupid questions.
Yeah, but ask
Like
her to
questions that she could ask me, and I would have the answer to. And you know,
she doesn't trust you. She
no,
trusts
she
Alexa.
doesn't. That's she. I'll say like I think I knew the answer to that question. She's like, then
I wasn't asking.
the
Alexa
answer.
definitely knew it.
Yeah, like so. I'm a little offended that she doesn't have any faith in me. Like
She'll be like,
30 years, and you think I know a little bit about something.
She'll be like, was I asking you? No, I was asking Alexa.
I'm having girl time.
Every once in a while, like she's got the thing in her car that gives the directions. I forget which one it is, but I change the voice to it. Like I change it from the English, the regular woman, to like the English woman, or like I'll mess with her. I'll mess with her phone a little bit when she leaves it unlocked. Plus, her code's the easiest one to remember. Like
That's funny.
my son's figured out the code like in a second and a half. So that
Yeah, I was saying about I work with these older people. They got iPhones. They'd be like, "Hey Alexa, can you tell me what the temperature is?"
I love when they put their phone right up to their mouth and do it. It's fucking hilarious.
But Siri is supposed to be Siri, not respond to.
Right. Yeah. No.
Nope.
they're
She's catching up because I actually got the phone out.
It's about 18 degrees.
It's
Yeah, I can't believe. It was just responding to its proximity to your face, not to you saying Alexa.
No, you go Alexa.
sometimes I call
No,
mine
no,
a
like
hoe
that.
bag.
I can't say Alexa. Siri, tell a joke to the fans.
I don't see fans in your contacts. To who?
This is the worst show I've ever heard in my entire life. You'd think an AI would have better jokes.
Yo, I'm saying those are dad jokes right there.
Well, I got a good joke to tell you, but I got to tell you off there, though. It's not on there kind of joke. It's a bad one.
What?
I've gotten into,
He's already had one close call today.
yeah.
You can have this one episode get demonetized. It's not that big a deal.
We already had our Please Don't Cancel Us episode.
Yeah, a
Where
couple
we just said
times.
a lot of cancelable shit. But, I've been getting into, anybody who grew up in, like, the era that I grew up, you know? A big thing for a while was, like, dead baby jokes. It was, like, the biggest, that was, like, the big
God.
fad. I've been telling a lot of those at work lately, and, you know, telling it to parents probably isn't a very good idea, because they don't find it very funny. But,
I feel like as soon as somebody has a kid, like, a lot of things become less funny to
yeah.
them.
Well, I mean, my boss laughs about them, but then, like, she'll laugh, and then afterwards she'll just be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, she's mad at you for
Yeah.
making her laugh. She
I'll be
didn't-
like, well,
she
you
didn't
know,
want to laugh at that.
I tell them all the time, like, well, you know, you are talking to the guy who, like, just listens to serial killer pods and isn't phased. So, I mean, there's obviously something wrong with me. But, plus, you know, the whole Jonestown thing. So
Hold on.
we won't get into that again.
Before
It's
we get
my
off
topic
topic, we like to bring these guys back on. But let's find the history. Let's find what's going on with the band. Well, we brought this band on our show today.
You got the worst, literally the worst segues in the history of segues.
It was a hard turn, but I like where your head's at. Thank you.
Don't
Yeah.
say that, please.
I
Don't
lo-
compliment him.
He-
It's gonna be.
He's complimenting me. He
We're
wants
gonna
to
have
talk
to pay
about
for
me.
it for the rest.
Yes, it's all-
The next like
This is
3
their pod.
episodes, we're gonna have to deal with the fallout of you saying
Of me
you
saying he had a
complimenting
good
him.
trust
idea.
me.
Yeah.
Trust me. When he was talking to
He
Orange
gets a big head very quick.
he's like, he was telling him, I'm the Madonna of the group.
He is.
I usually show up late.
He shows up late, complains as soon as he walks in about something.
It's fine. When you know you're the star, you can get away
See?
with it. Me too.
See, Matt knows I'm
Please
the star.
don't say that to him. Please don't fill his ego any more than it already is.
But who's that in your band? It's like if practice starts at 7:30. Who's like comes in like 15, 20 minutes later?
Kind of lately, it's been me. Honest to goodness.
And they're hoping it's not going to be them tonight.
Yeah,
So-
we where we practice, we're just up the street a little ways from the Chinese restaurant on Grand Island. So
Yeah.
our guitarist is pretty consistently like 3-4 minutes late because he is picking up his Chinese food right before he comes. I usually don't have a good excuse, but I'm the star, so I can be 10 minutes late. Colin's really punctual. Colin's really gung-ho and excited about it.
I live like 5 minutes from the practice.
That helps too.
That helps.
Amateur Hockey Club's the first like band that plays shows that he's been in.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
he hits it with a level of enthusiasm that that I haven't been able to muster since I was like 16.
The rest of you guys are just like, yep. And he's just like, yeah. He's getting hyped, and you're just like, yep, we're doing this.
So out of your band, who's the more serious one? It's like, okay, guys, we gotta focus. We got this time, and
It's
Yes and no him.
It's me. Well, so it depends what kind of week I'm having. I am the best at keeping us focused, but I'm also probably the worst at derailing us. When something gets stuck in my mind, it's really hard for me to not kind of rail on it for a little bit. I've been having a hard time this summer. I'm a big Jurassic Park guy. There's a new Jurassic Park movie out, so it's a lot of derailments on that.
Yeah.
I'm a big roller coaster guy.
Oh my god.
Nobody else in the band likes roller coasters, even a little bit. But I can,
you're gonna get
I can
along.
talk.
Fuck, I can't remember his name now. One of the guys from Orange S, one that wears the glasses.
Is a roller coaster guy too?
Big
Huge
roller
roller
coaster.
coaster guy.
He
He
was
brought up
the-
roller coasters about 3 times during our episodes. He loves them.
I could get there.
He was just like, "Hey, you guys want to talk about roller coasters?" Or
I do.
super nice
Me and
guy.
him
But
should
he's
start a
just like very
podcast.
big into roller coasters.
So you must like Cedar Point then.
I love Cedar Point. I went.
You're just there.
No.
The curse.
The
What's the
trip that I just had to Cedar Point was the worst day I've ever had at Cedar Point. It was too hot. Top Thrill Dragster was broken. It was the week before Siren's Curse opened. But I'm looking forward to getting back when Top Thrill is open and Siren's Curse is open.
And it's not as hot.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah, Siren's Curse is the tilt.
The one that's always broken. They had another rescue the other day.
Oh yeah, well, that's an easy one. When that one breaks, it breaks for like 20 minutes at a time. When Top Thrill breaks, it breaks for like 2 weeks at a time. It sucks. I've done 2 separate trips to Cedar Point that were entirely about riding that ride, and it was broken both times. I'm a season pass holder. It's not that.
Well, I mean-
it really just cost my time. But
With a name like Simon's Curse, I mean, are you really?
Simon's, no, Siren's Curse.
Oh,
Siren.
whatever. Whatever. I was close, dude.
Just a guy named Simon.
I have dyslexia.
I
dude. Don't make
smite
fun of
this
me.
one. I curse this roller
I'm
coaster.
dyslexic.
That's
dude.
Simon.
Simon.
That's Simon.
Simon cursed roller coaster.
But I need to know. Literally the first. This question's been on my brain since that night we can't. We
His
seen you
brain's
go
like
live.
this small.
I need to know
It's taking a
where'd
while,
the
so-
name come from. I gotta know.
Name came.
I don't even know this. I don't think.
I've definitely told it. It must not be that good a story if you don't recall.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
The first version of Amateur Hockey Club was the leftover pieces from a different band that me and my friends had been in. Our singer left town, so the rest of us were just like, well, we'll figure out something to do with our time. And we had like 3 songs that were like more or less completed, and we were like, okay, well, name comes next. And we were just like any good band name ought to be. We were looking around the practice space and trying to figure out what our band name would be. And that night we were drinking Molson Canadian. And in 2015, on the back of Molson Canadian bottles, the wrapper said it's the perfect beer for your amateur hockey club.
Oh
And
shit.
it was the perfect beer for us that night. So we were an amateur hockey club. And there it is.
I
That's
like
it.
that actually. That's a.
You guys
Good
wear
way to
hockey
come about a
jerseys
name.
when you
That's
perform
very cool.
sometimes?
They
We
did
d-
once.
We did one time for a Halloween show. All the bands were in costume, and we were like, well, we don't have a strong enough shared common interest. So we made custom hockey jerseys.
They wouldn't
Performing
just
those.
go with it and just let you all dress up as dinosaurs just to fill your love.
Nope.
Wow.
Well, I got a Halloween costume. A dinosaur costume or a hockey jersey.
A dinosaur wearing a
There
hockey
you go.
jersey.
See, that's how you get around it. you go.
Loophole.
There you go.
No, we are not on pace to have a Halloween show this year, but I'll keep that in my back pocket for 2026.
See, I like when they. I like when I mean, not that it's a bad thing, but I like it better when a band's like, oh, this is how we came about our name. I don't like when somebody's just like, oh yeah, we were just sitting around, we just thought of it one day. You know?
We were
It's
a little
cool
bit
when
just
it's like-
sitting around, but there's a specific
It's cool when it's
story.
like somehow you just seen something, and you're like, that's the name.
That's it.
You know?
That's done. I mean, people say all the time, like, every other band I've ever been in, I've never received a compliment about that band name. I've received compliments about Amateur Hockey Club, so I feel like I'm on something with
It's
that.
definitely a name that if you'd hear it once, you'd remember it.
Yeah.
Because it is like a unique name, so it's
Good
nice.
logo,
I
too.
like it.
Good
Yeah,
logo.
it is.
One. Thanks. Yeah,
I'd like to say that ours came about in a cool way, but it kind of just,
I think it's
it kind of just happened.
I think it's cute.
yeah, it happened.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
it kind of just
You should make a cool story.
It was a cool story.
it originally started as a completely different name, and there was like 8 people in the pod.
That's too many
Which
people.
we didn't realize. Well, it's just because we just kept adding people. Because more and more people were like, "Hey, I'd like to be a part of it." We're like, "Yeah, let's do it." Literally never met. Well, I knew all these people. We just had never
I only
met up
met
face to
one
face.
person. Was this guy right here?
But the original name for it was we were gonna call it the Hills Have Pods.
Okay. Were you
After,
gonna
like,
go?
the Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. Were you?
Yeah. Just
doing
because
like
it was
a
gonna be like
a
it was mainly
slasher
supposed to be
thing?
like true crime. It was supposed to
Okay.
be just mainly true crime. So we're like, fuck it, Hills Have Pods. That's pretty cool. It's kind of a cool name. Plus, I got like a story that I love to tell all the time about one time I seen Hills Have Eyes in theaters with this girl I was dating at the time. She gave me a BJ. It was, lifelong beautiful story in my mind. So
no, you don't forget that one.
Oh God! Oh God!
yeah. So, but that one ended.
what a sexy movie,
right? That's why I remember it so much because it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, that one ended very quickly, and I wasn't even really kind of like nice about it. I was kind of just like I messaged like the group chat one day, and I'm just like, hey, this probably isn't gonna work, so we're just not gonna do this anymore. But then secretly telling him like, yo, we're still gonna do it. We're just gonna start fresh. And that's when I came up with Get and Loser. We're starting a podcast.
But before we got into that name, I think we got the name idea. We had, how we told you earlier, we had 3 other hosts. We actually had a pre-host before he came.
Before we actually started recording, we had another host.
We had him in the
He
picture.
would never show up. Like we were trying to plan meetings to get together so we could figure out what we were going to do and when we were going to record the first episode, and he just never would get back to me. So eventually we didn't really like I told him I was kicking him out, but I guess he didn't know. So he makes it seem like we just like moved on without him, but that's not what happened at all.
I had one of those in amateur hockey club one time. I had a drummer who kept not showing up to stuff and got replaced and was shocked that he got replaced.
Yeah.
Whoa,
like
man.
absolutely beside himself. What do you mean?
Yeah, so
But
after we made it, I wanted to drop it to just Get and Loser so we didn't have to say the full thing. But of course, just my luck, there was another pod at the time that was just Get and Loser. So we were like, fuck it, we'll just go with the whole thing. It happens. Whatever.
And how the story started, how we started this journey 2021 is I made a phone call to this guy at Best Buy. I was like, hey, are you serious about this podcast? Yes, man, I am. Okay, bet.
Yeah, because me and him had always, we'd always had kind of like that kind of energy where we'd like bounce off each other a lot really well. And everybody would always be like, oh, you guys should start a radio show. You'd be perfect for it. So it was something we talked about all the time. We were like, yo, why don't we just start a pod one day or start a radio show one day? And then he just calls one day and he's like, hey, if you're serious, I'm going to buy the shit right now. And I'm like, I mean, if you're serious about it, yeah. And then he bought it and then, kind of just took off from there.
Yeah, when I'm having a real good laugh with my wife, sometimes I'm like, would other people think this is funny? Should people hear this? And I'm like, no, for sure, it's just an us thing.
Yeah.
But
we found out very quickly that a lot of the playoff that we did with each other wasn't as funny as we actually thought it was. Because once you put it on air, then you listen back to it and you're like, that's not fucking funny at all. What the hell?
It's like we're
But,
throwing each other.
it grew over time. I mean,
Like,
if you listen to our first probably 5 episodes, we were terrible. It was
you got to find your
we were
voice.
very awkward. We were all over the place.
we were like the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh my god, dude! How many times are you gonna make that reference in one day?
Hey, you know how you watch the movie at the beginning, where Jamaican bobsled team was all over the place? We were like that.
Then once we got the name, then we had like 40 different logos that we weren't very,
Happy with.
They were like kind of half-ass logos, not really like put a lot of time and effort into them. And then when we decided to finally make an actual logo for our 100th episode,
That logo right there.
Rich reached out to me because he's like, hey, I know somebody that can make a logo for you guys, like real professional. And it's your niece, right? She made our logo. She made that logo. And when I came to her, I'm like, listen, all I'm thinking is Griswold's Family Truckster with a microphone on top. That's all we want. And then that's what she gave us. And it's perfect. It was literally exactly what we wanted. And it looks great.
Yeah, she's graphic designer, so
Yeah,
she's always
it's-
making
yeah, it looks
photographers.
perfect.
So she does a lot of stuff like that. So
And before
Yeah, it was awesome.
before I cut you guys off, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on our videos, please. Because I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I'm trying to get.
yeah, she
into
did my
the
logo,
language.
like the Emerge logo on the glass door over there. She did my logo and stuff too. So
Yeah, she did. She knocked it out of the park. It's great.
Yeah,
Then we got our first batch of merch made, and we made just 3 shirts. One for him, one for me, and then one for my brother at the time, who was
Sold
our
out.
host.
No, it was.
Well, you sold out those 3 shirts, right?
Yeah.
They all went into a home.
Yeah.
It was funny because their shirts were light gray, mine was a dark gray, and on my shoulder it said RP Granddad. If I could find a shirt, I want to put RP Grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool shirt. It was, Yoder still, unfortunately, does not have
I
his
was
own
just gonna
shirt.
say, where's my shirt?
And he has been part of the pod now for a while, so that's unfortunate.
For
I
80
mean, you can
episodes.
have one of the not very good made ones.
Up
only
on the screen,
large,
I
though.
put your album. I was looking
that's,
for.
we were talking
I found
about
that,
art.
and I really liked that, so I thought I'd throw that up there.
I like the color. This Coexistence. That piece of art was done by our guitarist, Craig.
Shut up.
Yeah, I
Craig.
immediately was drawn to that.
Good. Yeah. No.
like that.
I had the broad concept, something beachy,
Yeah,
and a bright color palette, and he hit it like right
Yeah,
on the
that's
head.
sick, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. It's you were talking about the journey on the logos, and I think about all of the parts of making art or making a podcast. A podcast is an art. Podcast is art.
Yeah.
All the parts of it that aren't the part you like doing. Like
Sucks.
once we have good art, I'm excited for it. But like the idea of generating a cover art or whatever, hiring somebody to do it, it's like I want my job to be playing music
Yeah.
or like making content, posting consistently to like engage with the algorithm and stuff. It's like when there's a fun piece of content to make, I don't mind it, but like it's really hard to be like wake up and say I have to degrade myself on TikTok today.
Yeah, that's why it was nice when we found his niece, because I literally just gave her the idea of what we wanted to do, and she was like, okay. And just ran with it from there, and it was perfect. It worked out great for us. We didn't have to do anything. We kind of just hung out and waited. And when she finally revealed it to us, I was like a little kid. I was giddy. I was like, dude, this is the greatest thing. This might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, we're lucky. We have a few people pretty close to us that have
Yeah.
done a lot of different avenues of creative work for us.
Craig did that for us. He did a T-shirt design for us one time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Collin, before he was our bassist, actually was like our longtime live photographer.
Oh, shit.
So like
Okay.
basically all of our Instagram stuff pre him joining were pictures that he took. And he also shot.
Yeah,
the
I was
cover.
scrolling through the pictures, and whoever's been doing your photography.
Lately,
Yeah,
it's been our
lately.
buddy Timmy.
Yeah.
like
who's
the
a
ones
friend
that
of
I saw
Collin's.
recently were really good. So
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
I
my
don't know
buddy-
which
that's
ones
my
you
buddy
did,
Tim.
but
He's a great
tho-
photographer.
Those concert photos that are on your Facebook page are
He's
really.
gonna eat
Yeah,
this
they're
up.
really good.
He's gonna eat this up.
This is
No,
Timmy's
you're
new
right.
favorite
Never mind. I
podcast.
was
is
wrong.
Timmy got
State.
music-
You guys got to do
Oh, that producer's really on to something.
So does Timmy got musical talent?
I don't. I've heard him sing once. We were in an Uber. I heard him sing.
Timmy's good at a lot of stuff. He doesn't need to be good at that.
Hey,
Yeah, he wasn't. He was a fine singer. He was a good singer.
but
I
you
don't
guys
know
need
if he-
cowbells.
Cowbells? We've intermittently had a cowbell hooked up to Mitch's kit. Very rarely pull it in. While we were a little bit talking about art, I want to use that as a quick segue to shout out my little cousin Jake. It's his birthday today.
Happy
Actually.
birthday, Jake.
Not on
Happy
the day when
birthday,
this comes
Jake.
out, but it's his birthday today. He did the art for our single from a few years ago, Boxed Wine.
Yeah.
He also did it for our upcoming single. It's coming
Yeah.
out next Friday, August 1st, called Uppercase. I really ought to have sent it so that it could go on the screen, but I just didn't think of that. But it's
It's okay.
you're gonna love it when you see it.
It's really good. He's
Should I
very
just-
talented.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, so let me see if I can sum it up in
You're
a
just
1,000.
gonna have to listen to it next Friday.
Just have to
see
listen
the
to it.
artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So-
very excited. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say, leading up to the concert, I listened to like every song you guys put out, and I was like,
Sweet.
dude, these guys are great. But yeah, man, I like your music. I think it's you guys got shit that I could just play in my playlist. You know what I mean? It just fits in perfectly. It's nice.
What, if first time listeners, what is your style?
It's pretty broadly an alternative rock. It's very guitar driven, gets loud. We're fortunate enough that we've always had multiple talented singers in our band, so we are not afraid to kind of embrace harmonies and dueling vocals and stuff like that. Our tastes are pretty eclectic, and our process is it can be pretty different. A lot of the songs will start with me, but I try not to finish a song before I can bring it to the band. because then I can become really married to my ideas and not leave room for them to be creative. And they're all talented players in their own right. And Craig, our other guitarist, is a very talented songwriter. So to not give him a chance to contribute some ideas is a waste of his talent, and it's worse for our songs. So, I try to kind of outline stuff with my alternative rock taste, my pop punk taste, my emo taste, and let the other guys kind of fill in the blanks.
It's a pretty good description, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've practiced it.
You just stand in the mirror and say it over and
once
over
again, for the people that's first time listening, first time want to listen to you guys, where could we check your music at?
Everywhere. It's on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and Deezer.
What's Deezer?
I don't know, but it's on it.
Wait, I was thinking when you said Deezer, it's like Deezer nuts.
One of the groups I like electronic music.
Okay.
Cool. So Faithless, they're coming out with a new album, and it gave descriptions of where you can get it, and Deezer was one of them.
They mentioned Deezer too. Yeah. Well, the platform. Getting your music on Spotify is not that hard to do. You can do it for as little as $20 annually. I pay for the more premium one so that we can schedule release dates, because if you only pay the $20, you just upload it and it just kind of gets there when it gets there. But we just use a platform called DistroKid. And the first time I ever uploaded something on DistroKid, it's just like, this is a list of all the things that we're going to send it to. If you don't want it on any of these, you can uncheck the box. And one of the streaming platforms was Deezer, and I was like, I guess it can go to Deezer. I've never heard of this before.
So
but
shout out
maybe
to the one guy who listens to it on Deezer.
Either that,
He's
or
the
we have
man.
a ton of listeners on there, and we're sitting on
and
some cash
we're
for the
missing
band.
out on
Maybe.
it. We're not marketing correctly to the Deezer
Maybe.
listeners.
You never know.
I'm
What is
curious.
Deezer? Is it old people music?
What?
I was trying to make an old person joke for you.
Oh.
Deezer.
My personal recommendation for song, I'd start with Starter Fire.
Sorry,
That's one of my personal
Yeah,
favorites.
it's a good
I
one.
think I love that song.
that song, it got released in 2022, but that's one of Amateur High Club's like very, very oldest songs. It was
Yeah.
the first song that we played at our first show.
Yeah, I love
Um,
that song.
yeah.
That song's great.
my favorite song is Creep 2.
Creep 2.
Nice.
We're
It was
Creep
great
2
too,
fans.
like, cause like that was the first time we'd ever seen you guys live before at the Rec Room that night.
Mhm.
But it was cool, like, cause we had just discovered you, or at least I had just discovered you guys. But it was cool to like hear you start playing that song, and I'm like humming it in my head, and I'm just like all around me, everybody just starts singing it collectively, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is so fucking cool.
No, that's
It's a fun one to play too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. The energy's always good. We have I call our fans, which is mostly like my wife and her friends, AHC Nation. And besides them, I have a good number of friends who are really like passionate about supporting me, and thankfully also happen to more or less like our music. So when you can get a decent crowd in, and especially if it's a crowd that knows your music and you can get people singing back to you, that's like the best feeling ever. When I started the band, obviously the real goal is to someday be so famous that it's your job.
Yeah.
But the sub goal, the thing that I was like, if I can kind of get my way up, where do I start? Was to have a stranger sing along to one of my songs someday. And You Started a Fire was the first song that I ever had a crowd of strangers sing along to.
Oh, I love
So
that.
that was
Love that.
that one's special.
It's
to
a
me.
great way to describe it, you know. Like, you know, I feel like we kind of have that too with the pod. Like, you know, obviously we would love if one day this could just be, you know, our job. We don't have, you know.
Right.
But for me, my like smaller goal was always like, because like very early on we were very heavy on like talking about like mental health on the pod. You know, doing the pod helped me come to terms with my mental health and helped me open up for the first time to people about, you know, my depression and shit like that. And I think for me, after like going through that, I think for my like, I'm like, you know, if this never becomes a job, then at least if we can help someone else finally come to terms with their mental health for what we talked about, that'd be enough for me. And luckily enough, it happened. A buddy of ours who's a longtime fan of the show reached out to me one night and he said, "Hey man, I'm struggling. I want to talk about it." And listen to you talk about you struggling gave me the strength to want to do it. And I'm like, that's all I could ever ask for, man. Honestly, that's good enough for me at this point.
Every little thing that you can do to make, whether it's a ton of people or one person, make the world a little bit of a better place is absolutely worth doing.
I agree.
Yes.
You think about, you made an impact on his life, and he's going to go on and be with thousands of other people throughout his life, and you can be a part of him being a better part of it.
Yeah, and I think overall too. I mean, obviously I can't speak for the other guys, but I think now, because we've had like up and down. There's been times where I was just like, let's just stop. I don't want to do it anymore. I lost my fire for it. But now I think it's just about if somebody watches it and just has a good time listening to us ramble on about shit, then that's worth it for me.
No, that kind of feeling of like being burnt out and being like, is this worth the effort? That's our new song that's coming out, Uppercase. That's actually like what it's about.
Yeah.
About like the feeling of like I'm banging my head against a wall and the wall's not coming down, and like pushing through it and trying to continue to create your art. Sometimes you just need to let yourself be pissed about something too. Sometimes you, and then you got to get over it.
I know we talked before you guys got on and we didn't want to go too far over 7 because you got band practice, so we'll try and rattle off.
We're always
a few
hustling.
We'll try to rattle off a few things real quick so we can get you guys out of here. But one of the things I wanted to ask was if you guys could go right now, if you could pick any band to go on tour with, who would you guys pick?
We would
It's
all.
gotta be Microwave, right?
Yeah, okay, that's something that we could probably come close to agreeing on. Like I said, we have eclectic music taste, but everybody likes the Foo Fighters too, and that'd be a pretty big tour.
It would be
Yeah,
huge.
That'd be an open. You guys would be the open act.
That'd be crazy.
No, we would not be headlining with the Foos. No, there's a band from Georgia called Microwave.
Yeah.
Microwave.
Huge influence for us.
Yeah,
I'll
my
have to check
test.
them out. I've never heard that before. I've never heard of them.
Microwave.
Check them out. They're
What part of Georgia?
Sick. I think Atlanta.
Probably
area.
Atlanta. But my test to join the band, I didn't mean to cut you off too.
No,
My
go for it.
official test to officially be in the band was to listen to, which album was it?
Much love.
Yeah, Much Love, their album by Microwave, and I have been listening to them like nonstop since. They put me onto it, and they're great. So
I love that. I love shit like that.
You can't be in
That's
the
pretty
band
cool.
until you learn to like Microwave.
I
You're
think
not going to fit in with
the
us.
only time you guys have ever done a cover was a Microwave song.
And we covered a Mom G
So,
song one
so
time.
your
That's
next
it,
show,
yeah.
we're bringing a microwave for you guys.
I think, I like that answer too because I feel like a lot of people in that situation, they'd say someone like huge, like Blink or like Simple Plan. You know what I mean? Like the big, like mainstream names. I like that you guys pick somebody. It's maybe not, small time, but it's somebody that you
Yeah.
guys have all.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
We've played shows with a couple of bands that have played with them.
yeah. There's a band I really like called
Chicken.
that'd be crazy. That'd be a wild man.
Stick the chicken in the microwave. A band I really like called Weekend Friends that we've been able to open for before. Who have toured with Microwave a few times over.
What a name!
Yeah.
I love these
They
names.
Weekend Friends hate their name.
Really? I
Yeah.
love that name. That's a great
Um,
name.
What name?
Weekend
They're
Friends?
super cool too.
No,
Weekend.
Yeah, that's a
Weekend.
fucking great.
Weekend, like
Oh, weekend.
Oh, I thought it was Weekend.
no weekend.
Weekend.
Oh.
we got
Oh yeah, I guess that's not that good.
Like Lincoln. Was it
we-
weekend?
last fall we got to play with Ben Quad, who Ben Quad has been on some pretty big tours in like our emo sphere before. That was a really cool one to be a part of.
For sure.
I'm drawing a blank. We've had a couple of cool opening opportunities, and I cannot think of a single one. I had to skip dinner today.
That's okay.
I'm a little bit all over the place.
It
What
happens.
about
They ate dinner in front of them.
Silver Sun pickups?
Silver Sun pickups, yeah. There's where you get to see a little bit how the sausage is made. I talked about DistroKid. There's a platform that I use called Submit Hub where you can pitch your song to
okay. I thought you were
Spotify
going-
playlists.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I was gonna say
Oh,
that might be a little personal for the pod.
No. You thought weren't getting demonetized today.
Yeah.
No, and you can kind of pitch your music to Spotify playlisters and just like say, hey, I think my song would fit on your playlist. And it's just like really hard to categorize like what band does this song sound like. And I was thinking our song Creep 2 has a little bit of a Silver Sun pickup vibe. I think that it's not ultra far off from like is it Beady Eye, Lazy Eye?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think a similar vibe to that song on Creep 2.
It's cool. I'm trying to think what else we could ask you quick before we get out of here. You guys got anything you want to ask? Or
Any
Anything
big
you
up
think-
plans coming? Albums, anything coming?
Album when it's done. We
Oh, yeah.
switched from working with like producers and studios for a couple of reasons. The top one was that our producer moved to California, which is not where we are. So
surprise.
yeah. So when he moved, it was like I want to keep making music, but I don't really. There's other good producers in the area, but there's like not people I've worked with, and it's like if I'm going to be paying thousands of dollars, it's kind of hard to like make a leap like that when you don't know the person. So all the music that we've put out for the last like year and a half, I've produced, and it's so much more work, of course, and it sounds a little bit worse, but it costs way less.
Hey man, that's what matters.
Yeah, so the songs, the recording process for us now goes, I record all my guitars on my own time. When Collin and our guitarist Craig can't make practice, that's when me and Mitch record drums. When it's the other way, that's when Collin records bass. And we have a third song that we started recording on the same day that we started recording Creep 2 and our upcoming song Uppercase. That is completely done, except for our guitarist hasn't played a single note on it. So,
Like months. It's
yeah, no, I mean, you did your bass for that in probably like January.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's the reality of being busy people.
Hey, man, that happens.
So yeah, album when it's done. We have a couple other songs that are in the pipeline too, but for now we're just going to keep riding that singles grind. Every 3 months it's a little chance to relaunch yourself. So Uppercase comes out on August 1st. We were kind of trying to position that specifically to make people pay attention to us again right before our next show, which is on August 6th at the Kaz down in South Buffalo.
Yeah, shout out to Orange Zest. Also playing.
Orange Zest
Yeah.
is going to
We
be,
had on the pod a couple weeks ago.
I believe nominally, I believe the bill technically goes us, Orange Zest, Good Monster. So we are the opener of openers, but it's going to be a super dope show. Orange Zest and Good Monster are both bands that I've wanted to play with for a long time, but haven't had an opportunity to, or like a show that we can get on together. And the Kaz is a super cool venue that I never even really tried to pitch us to because I thought that they were too big league for us. But then they reached out to us and told us about the bill, and we're like, yeah, we'll do that. It's on a Wednesday, everybody's favorite concert night. But it's gonna be awesome.
That's just where concerts do fall on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, I us being in Buffalo at B Market, a lot of our touring shows fall on Tuesdays. On Wednesday we're going up against somebody big is at the Outer Harbor, who plays a similar genre of music to us, which is not what I would have preferred, but it's okay.
That happens. I want to ask one more question. I want to ask too was, do you find it easier or like harder to like be a band now with like, obviously we're talking about like TikTok. TikTok's had a big influence on like music now. Like it's people are getting discovered on TikTok pretty much every day now. You guys find it? You think it's harder to try and get out there and be a band now than it was before? Or
I
does
think
it help at all?
The internet in general means, and like the way that the internet functions changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like the earliest version of Amateur Hockey Club, like I said, existed in like 2015. We started playing shows in 2017, and the landscape of what you're supposed to be posting and the way you're supposed to be posting it has changed 6 times since then.
Yeah.
And especially during the pandemic, kind of everything got flipped like crazy. And like I said before, it's like making content. I'm hardly ever excited about it. So I like try to make content that's fun for me to make, but like sometimes it's like I really wish that I was just going out and playing my music, and that just inviting people to shows was enough. But sometimes you got to degrade yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know with like the podcasting world, obviously it was, there was a lot. It was already kind of an oversaturated market when we started, because it's not like we've been doing this for years and years.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, especially since COVID, it's like there's a new pod popping up every day, and it's like, okay, now I feel like it's like, like it's gonna be more and more steps to try and get this to be like a big thing one day. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I think like podcasting is kind of like music or local films. Like, if you're doing it because you want to be rich and famous, then
There's
just
way
just
easier
go
ways to
get
rich
a
and
second
famous.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? If you're
That's
doing
true.
it because you like the people you're performing with and you love the audiences, and like you said, if you get 5 people that applaud and 2 people know your song, or you're at the store and somebody recognizes you, that's really cool, right? Like, to me, it's the same thing for the podcasters that come through the door. Like, we have a couple podcasts that are doing pretty good, and our biggest one's got like 7,000 followers, and and they're doing well. They're monetized, but like, that wasn't their goal. Their goal was to get together once a week. Now they get together a couple times a week, hang out. Tonight, they're out. They're all out together. They're all went to see Fantastic Four together. Like, it's quality of life. Like, and it's for one of the things that a lot of podcasters, and you and I have talked about this a lot, is that it's the mental health for me. I've gone through some stuff. I love having this place so that when I walk out the door, I feel good about, like, we did something fun. Instead of just sitting on the couch watching Netflix or something,
Just
we're
scrolling.
being creative and we're doing something with our lives. Whether people like it, great. Hopefully we find our crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, too, like, when we started out, obviously, me and Chop, it was very much about, like, let's put time and effort in this, because one day we're going to try and make money off it, you know what I mean? But over the time that we've done it, I got to say, even if we never make money off it, I'm damn proud of everything we've done with this pod, you know what I mean?
You should be.
We've met a lot of super cool people, I mean, we've had a lot of really good episodes, we talked about a lot of really cool shit. And I mean, and now it's kind of nice to just, especially when you have, you're having a shitty week. It's nice to come here, hang out with you guys, hang out with Rich, sit here, joke around, talk shit about a movie or something. It's nice to just do that now. So now, even if, it just is just this forever, I'm cool with that too, because this has been, doing the pod itself has been great for me. And it's, definitely something I'm going to miss, if it ever gets to a point where it's done, it's definitely something I'm going to
just
miss
don't
doing
stop.
for sure.
I mean, it's really cool to just have somewhere to go
Yeah.
and something to do and people that you like being around to do it with.
Yeah.
And like when you do something consistently like this, not every week is the best week. You're never going to get along with everybody that you're doing it with every single time, but it's like you have a connection to somebody and you have a shared experience with people. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and it's cool because like I was telling you guys outside before Rich got here, we haven't even been at this place for a year yet, and just from like sitting here like swapping ideas and stuff, that's when me and Rich came up with the idea for a 24-hour live stream that we're gonna do next month for the pod, and I think that's gonna be cool because that'll give us a chance to meet some of the other people
That's
that
actually a month from now.
do the pod here. which is gonna
We're
be
doing
really
a
fun.
24-hour pod from like the like noon on the 23rd, the noon on the 24th of August, and we're trying to get everybody to come in that works out of the building. But we even have a couple pods coming in that people that I know that don't even produce here. We just want it to be like a celebration of personalities, and like my one buddy's a guitarist that I just did a music video for him, and his song drops tomorrow. The video drops tomorrow. And he's going to come in and talk about how he made the video, and we're going to show the video. So we just want to have like a chance for people to realize we're here. We have a lot of photographers that use the building, and it's just we just want to say, hey, there's a creative hub up in Niagara County that everybody can be part of. I keep it cheap so people can do it. I don't need to make $1 billion. I'm retired, so this is just kind of like let's
Something to
just
stay
have some
busy.
fun. And if I can support these guys and anybody else that wants to use it, then like I don't know, I can go to bed at night and feel like I did something productive with my retirement.
We're gonna
I love it.
we're gonna end the live stream like they end an SNL episode. everyone's just gonna be there in a big group, and we're just gonna say,
Wow.
you know, this has been us. Welcome, whatever they say. I don't watch SNL, but
Well, welcome's at the beginning.
yeah.
Yeah.
That we're just gonna surprise everyone. Me and Rich, after we hit the 24-hour mark, we're gonna say that was so much fun. Run it back.
If I do that, I'm gonna kill him. I'm killing my
I'm
neighbor.
still trying to figure out how I'm staying up for, because you figure I got to get up in the morning, so I'm going to be up for about 30 hours. So that's going to be. We'll see how if my brain can still function.
they
with
make
no
things for
sleep
that.
So
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and ride it out as long as I can.
It's gonna
Even
be
if I'm
fun.
just here hanging out, watching other people record.
Yeah, I think
naps
that
and
may
I'm gonna
be
try and be here as much as possible. For it.
I'll sleep like a dinosaur like this.
Yeah, I want to be here as long as
Sleeping
I can.
on the 24-hour live stream of just like literally you're 6 people sleeping on these.
Hey man,
couches.
people do it on TikTok. Here, watch me sleep.
And we're still trying to figure out what 4 o'clock in the morning is going to look like. I have no idea what we're doing at 4 o'clock. Like we know what will
gonna be
happen from
scary.
like when we start till probably midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We know what the morning the next day is going to look like because people are starting to fill in that they want to come in and do their pod
For
at these
this
different
chunk.
times. But it's going to be interesting what ends up happening at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's gonna
From
get
3
weird,
to
I
6.
think.
It's kind of like when you do an all-nighter when you're driving. Like how can you make it from 3 to 6? So that'll be.
We'll just
fun.
hang out and just start watching. Like I don't know. We'll just start watching Death to Smoochie.
Yeah, but probably that's what
You
it's
know
going to be.
that Robin. You ever seen that? Death to Smoochie.
I think I
Robin
have.
Williams, Edward Norton. Very
I have
strange
not.
flick.
Death to
It's very
Smoochie.
good though.
But
does
anyway,
sound
I
like
know
it would
we're over your lap time.
Oh shit, we are.
What time is it?
7:30.
Oh fuck! All right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're good.
Let your bandmates know. We
Hey,
apologize.
no, I'll
hey,
text
or just let your band mates know they can come on the show as well.
Tell them
too.
it was
Yeah.
Chop's fault.
Just switch our spots here.
Yeah.
I know they're free now.
But yeah, obviously,
You get that phone call. "Oh, where you at, man? We got something to do.
obviously, like we tell everybody, and obviously, Nate took full advantage of it by coming back again. But you guys are more than welcome to come on anytime you want. If maybe next time we could try and iron out a day where you guys
We can all be here. Yeah.
yeah, or like that you don't have band practice, so it's-
Yep.
we could talk a little more about
Yeah, we're a little bit in cram mode to get ready.
That's
for
cool
this
though.
show.
Just the fact you guys even came at all.
No, I appreciate you
We're happy
inviting
with
us.
that.
Thank you guys
That's-
for having us.
all right,
Yeah,
it's
hopefully
awesome
it was,
having
you know-
opportunities like this.
hopefully somebody watches and doesn't say, "Hey man, you had a band on and barely talked to the band." So, well, we did the best we could.
Once
It
again,
happens.
check on your homies. The number
Yeah.
988. Hey, you know how I found out?
Nobody
you-
cares. They gotta go.
No. One
Wrap
last
it
thought.
up.
Like I said, you guys can keep rolling. We just got.
Oh, one last thought. You know that Chef Ann?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Amberell. Yeah.
Yeah. They found her. The results came out. She suicided herself.
Yikes.
Just goes to show you, man, you can have it all and still be hurting. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, we ain't gonna lose on a sad note.
yeah.
Thanks for coming along. Thanks for riding with us.
Yeah, we're gonna get off here. We're gonna grab
Amateur
a pick
Hockey
real
Club.
quick.
Check these guys out. You guys got Instagram. What?
Instagram at Amateur Hockey Club.
Yeah.
X at Am Hockey Club.
Yeah.
Facebook.
On basically every platform, we're the only thing called that. So
Yeah. And check me out on Letterboxd at Goonies Never Die.
Come to the Kaz August 6th.
come to the Spotify August 1st.
Yeah, uppercase August 1st.
Yeah.
Uppercase.
Shout out.
Oh, we'll be at Spotify's front door. Amateur Hockey Club. Thank you.
Thank you.
1201, we better see at least 3 saves, 4 saves.